Welcome everyone for today's reading. It's Sonnie here, and I'm going to read important messages from your spiritual team and from your guides. I wanted to tell you that I opened my Etsy shop so you can book a personal reading with me. All links would be down below. And let's choose your group today. First group today has orange color and this beautiful orange carnelian. Second group has pink color with this rose quartz. And third group will have green color candle with this aquamarine stone. If you still didn't decide, you can pause video here and think carefully what group is most interesting for you. You can also go to the timestamps down below and see maybe there would be important numbers for you. And we are going to start from the group 1 right now. Welcome group 1. Today decided to choose orange color for your messages from your spiritual team. And before we begin, I want to lit our intention candle together. Right now, please take a moment to sit still, close your eyes if it's possible for you, and do a deep breath in through the nose. And out through your mouth. And one more time. And out. And last time. And out. Continue breathing deeply. And please try to concentrate on any intention that just popped in your mind when I told you this. Or you can think about your desires connected to your creativity and your sexuality, or relationships, of course, because orange color represents our sacral chakra, and exactly for those parts of our life, sacral chakra is responsible. And we're going to lit candle to see how spirit responds on your intention. And important to say that it is pretty small light. However, it was very easy to lit it, and it gives me this stable and steady energy. Desire that you thought of about right now is on a good pace. It may look a little slow for you, however, you're doing everything right. Even if I don't really feel a lot of anxious energy here in this group. However, if sometimes you might feel anxious because you don't do enough, Spirit telling you that's okay. Even in moments when you procrastinate, this is also part of your path towards this desire. And if you'll try to express more positive words to yourself, positive support reinforcements, this will help you to see that actually you're going pretty well towards your dreams and towards your desire. And also overall energy of orange color gives me this important need of nurturing your feminine part, right? Again, sacral chakra, it's feminine chakra mostly, feminine energy. So I feel here that maybe you nurture and support others a lot. However, sometimes you really forget about yourself, and you need more this tender care that you think. So maybe it would be good in the moments when you are not sure about your yourself and about your productivity. Remember about your sacral chakra, about your sensual and sexual desires, and maybe try to fulfill them if it's possible for you. And the card that you decided to choose today is Scorpio with Investigate. And the main energy here, I see that you do not want, you maybe trying to reject the need of realization. You have to look deep onto your emotions. And I also see here some energy of relationships, like some relationships in your life, and it could be any relationships, of course, romantic, colleague, friendship, or family relationships, or any other than you can imagine. So some person in your life, at least one, gives you some emotions that you don't want to accept. Maybe you're lying yourself that you are too, everything is good. Or on the other side, you can lie to yourself that everything is extremely bad. So I see here that Scorpio gives you a suggestion to go deeper into the essence of your current situation and try to not sting everyone around you as your first reaction. Maybe it would be good for you to kind of sometimes stay silent sometimes and listen carefully what other people say. I see here conflict based on differences in judgment. So even if you think that someone is stupid, it would be extremely good for you to step into their shoes and try to look on the world and on your conflict through their lenses. And also, I just suddenly connected. Our orange color talks about sexuality, sensuality, and Scorpio also can talk about this part of life. So for some of you, important message is that because of some blockages in sacral chakra that could be connected to your bad relationships with someone, you harm your body right now, and you can experience some blockages of energy in your sacral chakra, in your sexual organs. And even if you don't feel any pain or uncomfortable feelings there, sensations, this could lead to blockages of your creative mode, creative desires, creative ideas. So you could definitely, the main message from your spiritual team is that you need to go deep, right, into your own cause. Also, separation is a good word, and staying alone for some time to again investigate what's happening without any triggers that triggering your reactions, to harsh reactions maybe, would be really good. And we should remember that Scorpio is it's a water sign, right? So your emotions are really, really important in this cause. Maybe you don't allow yourself to be angry, or you don't allow yourself to accept, maybe for some of you I hear desire to let go of person or of conflict. You're clinging to something, and that forces you to be really harsh, first of all, on yourself. And about the sexual energy, if you start to feel some changes in your organs, like any changes, maybe it would be good for you to meditate on those areas of your body, and maybe it will motivate you to really start changing current situation, because what you're doing right now doesn't work, unfortunately. And we're going to use our new deck, White Newman deck, Sacred Animal, very beautiful, to see into all messages for you from your spiritual team today. I see, the energy of your team is, they know that you can do it, and they, of course, really support you. But they also know that sometimes when you are too interested in something, it's really difficult for you to stay like sober-minded, kind of. And we have for you Queen of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, the Magician, the Hermit. The Hermit, of course, and also near the Magician. And also Eight of Pentacles, I mean, they all work really good together. The Hermit, of course, gives us the main question or a suggestion to stay away from others, to go deeper into yourself, to look and find your own star there inside you, maybe to reevaluate your intentions. Try to remember what you wanted to do year later, 3 years later, 5 years later. You are too focused on current conflict, and this like interrupts your magical forces, your powers, like your manifestation of your life. This really interrupts your work, your hard work, and I see here that Spirit tells you it's really important to back up from everything that gives you this conflict energy. The thing that's on your mind right now is draining your energy and do not allow you to be into the power of this Queen of Wands. When you are focused on your path, it's a good thing. When you over-focusing, when you start to be anxious about it, right? When you literally think about problem absolutely every second in your day, this does not mean working on solving this problem. That's what I hear from Spirit to you. King of Swords, interesting. Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and Four of Wands. So yeah, again, your spiritual team really reminds you that your path towards your dream, towards your success, is near you. Like you're working on it already. It is not. It is a slow walk, but it's steady walk. Like you are going towards your dreams. You're doing what you have to do. Remember about your work. Suddenly, message about burning out. If you feel like you burned out, you should remember the fact that it could be because you are taking too much on yourself. All those, you see all those snakes, they represent wands here. And like, you blinding yourself with those desires, because I see here snakes as fire snake, as a representation of desire. And we should remember about snake that it is a phallic symbol. So it could be again like metaphor for that you're blinding yourself with desires of connection with someone. It could be like this. Or if it's your creative ideas, they also could blind you and they could even suffocate you. So I see here importance of cutting everything that is not serving its purpose for you right now. You also might need to have this break. You also might need to put on a pause some things in your life right now. You could come back to them later. It's absolutely normal and it's possible to do it. However, right now, if you continue trying to do absolutely everything, like you will feel this pretty uncomfortable feelings. Look at this 10 of Wands. If it's possible for you, seek for support from your closed ones. share with them your concerns. First, think deeply about, let me phrase it like this. So if you have some idea on the back of your mind that maybe, just maybe, you're doing something wrong, just maybe, you're not sure, and maybe like, yeah, but like try to speak it out loud to the someone who you trust. For example, I'm lying myself right now. I know that I'm lying myself. I just know it, that I'm not interested in one person. Like, I'm absolutely sure 100% that I'm not interested in them. However, once per 2 days, I go and look like reading on relationships with them, like what they think about me, you know, like what are their intentions, and just like literally judging out from my actions, from my own actions. I understand that it's impossible that I don't care about them. I would not do this action if I would not care about them, right? So what I did, I wrote to my friend and I asked them about it. And like, what can I do if I'm sure that I'm not interested, but like I literally see that my actions show the opposite side. And if you're interested in their answer, they told me that maybe there could be few different things together. There could be some astrological situation, which is true, I guess. There could be some traumas from your past, of course. There also could be some like unclosed gestalts. So even if I had the same thoughts in my head after my friend told me it actually helped. I started to feel more confident and comfortable after those words. So I see with these 4 wands, especially exactly how they represented in this deck, this need to look at your situation with your close person together. And maybe bring them your ideas that you will discover in your mind when you will do this introspection. Or I hear, of course, you already did tons of introspection, but you definitely need to separate it and make it clear in your brain. There are 2 different energies here. I continue reading huge energy about relationships, of course, and another huge energy is about relationships with yourself, first of all, and overload in your ideas and in your dreams, in your, basically desires. Because when you have overload in your desires and you do not have capacity to fulfill them, this could feel pretty suffocating and uncomfortable. Let's see additional cards for you. 6 of Cups, the High Priestess, King of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. So it could be it could be a returning situation. It's not the first time in your life what you're experiencing right now, definitely. And you already thought that you learned on all your lessons in this situation. But you should remember about the fact that our life goes in spiral way, right? So you learned those messages that you had to learn before previously. And now it is another round. And I hear this song that, it's not the same as it was. Last few weeks, I literally cry every time when I hear this song, because I realize the same thing about myself, that yes, I'm struggling right now, but it's not the same as it was. And you also know it. Death, 7 of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the World. So it's time to let go. I understand that what's happening right now is challenging you. However, it allows you to change and to shift your perspectives on really important part of your life. No matter what concrete conflict is bothering you, it has huge impact on your material situation, like on your understanding of, I don't know, your work process maybe, or your understanding how much money you spend on others or on yourself, maybe how much money you spend on your some dependable addictive behaviors, right? So your main lesson that you're going through here is to accept the fact that sometimes you cannot change something in your life. However, you should stop crying about it and complaining about it. It is time to, first of all, let go. Second, it is time to move forward with this death and the world. It's just this message for you that you are stepping into new step of your life, into your level of your life. And if you sometimes think that like it's too much, I'm tired, why again this thing happening, try to maybe shift your perspective on a way that I'm thankful that right now I have this challenge in my life and I'm able to look deeper and to know better about myself. Because it's impossible to continue evolving with those lies that you had in your life. And Knight of Wands, I usually read sometimes I read as a best friend, again. But maybe it is the importance of letting go of two different things. Knight of Wands, obviously, a person whom you experience sexual desire, or another thing, actually for some of you I read that a person who experienced to you sexual desire, and it doesn't mean that you experience this to them, to be honest. And another group was that interruption on the way how to receive your dreams, your creative ideas, like something that you're doing for your work, something that you create maybe in your life. This is an interruption, but it doesn't mean that you won't be able to achieve it. It means that you will need to choose a new way how to do it. And I want to look at the oracle cards for you also, for some additional guidance here. And we have love, prosperity, and strength. So beautiful. Look at this. So your spiritual team tells you literally that to be prosperous, to achieve this prosperity, you need to use your love and strength. And strength, of course, first of all, it is not about endurance, and it is not about how many hours you're able not sleep working, right? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Strength is about tenderness, it's about compassion, it's about understanding of your own behavior. It's like, yes, I know that I fucked up. Yes, I know that I want like this desire. I really want it, and I know that I'm dying how much I want to receive it. However, I understand that right now it would be harmful for me to go for this desire, right? And I understand that my desires do not, how can I say it? Do not define me. It's okay to have secondary desires that on the first side look, like stupid desires, really stupid desires. And on the other side, if you really feel that you cannot help yourself and you really want to do something, go for it. And before you are going to do it and after you will do it, talk with yourself from compassion, from love, and from this strength. Because, like, yes, I know what I'm going to do. Yes, I know that might bring me pain, for example, right? Or something like this, and I'm still going to do it because it's my free will. So you need to, yes, you need to justify your decisions for yourself, and you need to explain yourself why you are doing something. Because I feel here that your inner child sometimes do not understand what's happening. For example, when your inner child in their power and they go for something, and after this your inner parent come to the stage and they start to judge and to punish your inner child, and how it looks in your brain like self-hatred, self-destructive behavior. You go for this chips bag, or you go for, I don't know, this bottle of wine suddenly without any positive intention. So the road to your prosperity in all ways, not only material prosperity, like everything, lies into the strength and ability to look onto your own weakness and accept yourself in this from love. Maybe it would be cool for you for the next weeks, for example, try to focus your mind on perspective of love. Try to look on yourself, on your situation, and on your thoughts and on others from the perspective of love. You can imagine how you put your attention and intentions into your love, and you can imagine that you're looking from your love on a person, on situation, on yourself. And of course, extremely important to breathe deeply, because our breath connects us with our spirit. And while breathing deeply and trying to imagine how you're looking on person, on yourself from your heart, of course, try to feel this energy of your heart center. And it could help you to start shifting your maybe sometimes too harsh evaluation of the situation that we see here. And I totally feel that the main victim of your sting is you, unfortunately. And let's take a last card for you from the Terra Pets. I just love it. It's so supportive and cute. And it's extremely huge. It's impossible to shuffle it, to be honest. But that's okay. We will do it like this. Spirit, please tell me what the last important words you want to give to the group number 1. There is no rule that says you have to have everything figured out right now. Every step forward is progress. Does it resonating in you? I want to take another one for you. Just do your best and it will be enough. And look how beautiful. Not all cards in this deck are in the same colors, but those two work so beautiful, as if they were created together in a bundle. So my dear group number 1, the main support here means that even your mistakes, even your negative feelings and your tears, they do not mean that you're not doing enough, that you could do better. You can evaluate what happened with you. Like, it's okay to cry and it's okay to be enraged sometimes. Try to believe that you did your best decision in that moment, in that situation. In future, you can try to choose another decision, but it doesn't mean that in the past you could choose something different. Maybe I also feel this energy actually not only a spiritual team here. I mean, it depends on how you understand those terms, but I really feel energy of your angels here today. And your angels want to remind you that it doesn't matter, do you believe in fate or not, but you still you you are that person who connected to the path, and you even feel it and you know it down deep in your heart. So every step on your path is the right step. Wow. My group number 1. Does it resonate in you? Please write down in comments. I really would like to hear it, and I answer every comment right now while my channel is not so big. And of course, I want to ask you just for the help for my channel, because it helps me to grow. Only your interactions with my videos, likes and subscription, of course, with notification bell, can help my channel grow. Nothing else would help us. Thank you for being here with me, and I see you next readings. Bye. Yay, group number 2, welcome. Your color is pink for today with heart chakra, and you know with what? With very rainbow and beautiful mood. Something good is happening in your life right now, and if you don't feel so, maybe you can try to choose another pile, but I really feel this energy of understanding that your main you are a main character right now, and something changes, something shifts in your self evaluation and in evaluation of your life. So before we begin our reading, I want to lead your intention candle. Please think about absolutely any intention that you can have on your mind or your heart. Something that you desire, something that you're going forward to. And we are going to do quick meditation with few deep breaths together. So please do a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And the last one. And out. Now concentrate on your desire, and I'm going to lead the candle to see how spirit reacts on the energy of your desire. So I already see that the light here was not so fast to start burning. However, and it was pretty small in the beginning. It was a little smaller than in the first group. However, it's burning steadily right now, and it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. Like the more I talk, literally it continued to rise. And I see the main message from your spiritual team here is that the more you talk, the more it begins to rise. And you know what begins to rise? Like your motivation, your fire, your passion. Fire, it's passion and fire together, right? So in the moments when you feel that you are burnt out, and in the moments when you feel that you're losing your sight of the dream, maybe sometimes like you're not really sure that you will be able to achieve it, you need to go and talk about it with your friends, maybe on your social media, to post about your dream if it's possible for you, if you are okay with it, or even to talk out loud with yourself, or to write down in a journal. Like you need to use words to remind yourself to rekindle your desire, because it's normal to sometimes lose this connection if other thoughts take over your idea and your desire. And for you, we have the main card that you decided to choose is Juna with partnership. Look at those beautiful Arab birds. And here we have rainbow. I told you something like, and their feathers also contain some rainbow. So the main energy that I read in you with this rainbow, it's like rainbow has all colors and spectrum, right? So like your life opening, it's all spectrum before you. And I feel that before, you are overall a person who loves this life and who knows how to see positive things in this life. However, before this current situation, for some period of time you experience downside of the spectrum. Some period of time it was kind of black, dark, overall dark mood for you and dark situation. And right now it's like literally like rainbow after the storm. You're going outside and you see how clouds become whiter, how they open the clear sky, and you see this beautiful rainbow. This is what's happening in your life right now. Starting again with the love towards this life, like something ended, and you are excited to see what will happen in the future. Maybe some of you are a little hesitant because it's still a little painful, but that's okay. And with this Juno card, we will have 2 messages for 2 different groups, for those who have partners and for those who don't have them. For those who don't have them, first, like if you want a partnership in your life right now, this card asks you to reevaluate your beliefs, and you have to understand and you have to accept the fact that being alone is still your choice. I know how it might sound. I know that if you really, really want someone and you think that you're ready for love and like you're striving for it and like, why I already doing so much for myself, why I could meet someone who is like me, there are definitely some inner conflict happening, and overall these feelings of why, they already show that you do not accept your reality as it is right now. And remember that the color that you decided to choose today is pink color of heart chakra and love. So for both groups, it would be extremely huge suggestion that you need to connect with your heart chakra, with your desires, with your vulnerability before yourself, first of all, with understanding that you cannot fulfill your desires for the cost of others. Everything that I want to receive and to achieve would be received and achieved by you and by your means. Even if someone from outside will step, for example, into your life, right, and start to support you, it would happen only after your heart will open for it. You will open your heart for it. So, my dear group that want partnership, first of all, I'm with you. My friends, let's stay strong and continue opening our hearts. Maybe we will see more in our reading here. On the other side, to be honest, the same message for those people who are in relationships, right? Opening your hearts. This is a reminder that right now, to continue moving forward in your relationships, you need to open your heart a little more. You need to demonstrate maybe your vulnerability to your partner. To avoid conflict and to deepen your relationships, you should demonstrate them real emotions and intentions. Like, for example, not maybe you like to talk everything out loud and you don't show them what pain you feel if you are offended by some of their behavior. Try to show it, try to demonstrate it, and don't hide it under your powerful personality, or try not to avoid those situations. It would be better if you'll cry before your partner, even if it feels embarrassing, because your tears will be exactly this action that will automatically tap into their heart. And it's extremely important. I hear your like spiritual team right now, like literally screaming, because I have to tell you right now this, that if you open your heart, if you show your vulnerability, and the person will answer on this with rudeness or with this avoidance, right? With something that will on first sight hurt you. Your spiritual team telling you that your self-esteem, your worth is not dependent on their evaluation of you or on their words or on their ideas about you. Their perspective about you is part of their thoughts, and it is who they are, because their thoughts is who they are. However, your action of opening your heart, your action of like demonstrating your true feelings with good intentions, with desire to help your relationships, with desire to be genuine and sincere, this is who you are. And this is a powerful action, and you should be proud of yourself. And feeling pain is okay. Feeling uncomfortable is okay in moments when you are working on your wounds. Because sometimes when you try to heal, you need to touch your wounds, right? You need to use like medications, maybe even. Yeah, it could be a little painful. Or a lot painful. But you know what? It's so good after. Let's use our White Newman deck. It's a new deck in my collection, and 4 main messages for you from your spiritual team today. Spiritual team of group 2, dear guides, please tell us what they need to know right now. What are important messages for them here? Knight of Wands. It's cool. If you saw, maybe when I separated the deck, there was this Knight of Wands. Anyway, 8 of Wands, the Tower, the Hermit. Interesting. So yeah, interesting that this Tower is represented with this like 3 arrows in a heart, and it feels like 3 of Swords energy. So you are hurting right now, definitely, and situation that's happening fast and powerful. Like, you have this tendency to hide, as I said, and to not straightforwardly express yourself. And I feel that in your current situation, some person is unfortunately hurting you. 7 of Wands, yes, and it is a challenge to communicate with this person. 9 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and 2 of Swords. So you're really thinking about so you're really thinking about being alone, kind of staying separately and this is energy of like you're trying to escape the situation, to avoid problems on one side. On the other side, you really interested in the kind of, how can I say it, not really interested, maybe it's even energy of revenge, desire to revenge. But then on the other side, you cannot decide, do you need to do it right now or not? Maybe it would be better to just again close yourself, right? Maybe like your success, your understanding of your personal boundaries are important for you, of course, right now. However, you need to understand that again, expressing yourself straightforwardly would be more important for your long-term health. Even if you think that nothing good will work out from your current situation with this person, for example, and like it doesn't matter, I don't need to talk with them, it's still like game over or something like this. It still would be good to show what's inside you, because it will help you to grow. It doesn't, maybe it doesn't help your relationships here and now, maybe, but it will allow you to step into your power and become more confident into yourself. And remember that challenge that you decided to choose, like, yeah, what's happening in your life right now is a challenge that you decided to choose by yourself. 9 of Wands, 10 of Swords, the Sun. Yeah, you already experienced, not to say few, conflicts with this situation. Queen of Wands, Death. Wait, sorry. 7 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and 5 of Wands. You're tired because you already had few of battles in these situations, and even if you somehow were able to go through them, you are not ready, that you want to move further. And right now, like this state of, interesting how 10 of Swords connected with 7 of Cups, like you literally suffering from your emotions that sometimes overflowed you. You playing games with yourself, with your overall inner nature. And we see the Sun and Queen of Pentacles here. I see it here as a suggestion from your spiritual team to focus on your self-care with this Queen of Pentacles, that the Sun energy will come into your life when you will focus on this grounding situation and overall self-care actions. Because right now you're too much in your head, that literally killing you, obviously. And it is important to understand that you did everything right. It was not a mistake, and it was not a failure. It was really, really important to go down this path, exactly this path, exactly those actions that you did before, because they allowed you to force transformation into in your heart. Wounds that you're carrying right now, they triggered deeper wounds that you received earlier in your life, much earlier, or maybe even from your past lives. And I understand that how you might be tired from this shit. I understand it. However, trust to your soul and trust to your desires. And if you really want to express yourself, do it straightforwardly and passionately. Stop playing games and stop pretending that you are more powerful than you are. Remember that be powerful do not mean don't feel feelings. Be powerful means knowing about your feelings, expressing them straightforwardly, and using them for the benefits of all. And first of all, for the benefits of yourself. You are tired as shit. And maybe you are really, really angry on your own desires and your own emotions. But baby, I hear that your inner child, I think that's why I said baby, literally first time in all my readings, I felt the urge to say this word. Like, you are a baby right now, your inner child suffering, and you need to tap into the energy of Mother Earth, Queen of Pentacles energy, right? You need to play games that will help your inner child, not destroy it. And also for some of you, I hear this important suggestion to sometimes turn off the screens. Like maybe you spend too much energy on screen, and no matter what you're doing there, social media, games, anything. Let's see. The Emperor, Six of Cups, and Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, like as I said, you are going through something that is not new for you, obviously. Or if you don't think that it's not new, try to look back on your memories and on your other previous situations, and maybe you will see similarities here. However, what you're going through is a part of creating a barrier out of you, a light barrier, a person who manifests their desires without any fear and without any hesitation. You're becoming the emperor, the person who creates their life without, as I said, any hesitation. In any circumstances, going forward and only forward. But to be able to become this person, you are going through what you're going through right now. And it is absolutely normal. So please stop judging yourself and thinking that you're broken or something like this, if you feel like this. And again, because you chose the pink color, it's so extremely important for you to be more gentle with yourself. I feel how you might overthink and be harsh towards yourself. And with Oracle and additional suggestions for you, today we have freedom, manifestation, and finding. Yes, definitely. So here's the thing. Conflict and situation that you're going through right now is part of your manifestation road. Even if it looks like that, it definitely cannot be like this. As I said, you are manifesting something so powerful and so beautiful. Maybe you're manifesting freedom for yourself, but to be able to free yourself from all negative beliefs, you have to go through them one by one. And Spirit gives you those people in your life who trigger you to reevaluate and to go deeper into yourself and to be straightforward and to take out loud, to talk, to speak out loud your everything that is not working for you or working. Positive reinforcement, also a really important skill in relationships. And also with this finding card, I see here that like you are on the path of finding yourself, of course, obviously, and it is inevitable for you to achieve this. Like you do not need to be scared that you are not authentic, or that, for example, if some of you are creators, please don't be afraid that you don't have your style maybe still, or that you are like millions of others. You are unique, and absolutely every action in your life allow you to find more about yourself. And pain that you might experience right now is part of your experience, right? And also it would be a part of your voice in all possible explanations. Voice as a person. When you are confident and sure that this shit doesn't work for me, and like, bye-bye, I'm not going to go deeper with this person because I already see those red flags, right? Or as a creator, your voice would be like, I went through this shit and this is important and I'm going to talk about it through my arts, something like this, like, yeah, my style would be connected to those things. And I also want to take cards from the Therapet deck. They are also always very cute and very supporting. Please, Spirit, give us cute supportive message that will touch the heart of the group number 2 today. Oh, I saw this card today when I was preparing, and it's so cute. Whatever you managed to do today will be enough. Oh, it's so cute. Whatever happens today, you will make it through. Interesting. And you've been doing a great job considering all you've been up against. Okay, so I'll hear my dear friends who suffer with anxiety, remember that you're doing enough. Remember that you not only will go through this day, but remember that you went through so many shitty days. You went through such extreme situations in your life when you thought that you'll die, but you were able to do it. You made it, right? So you will go through this day, and you will go through the second day, and the next day, and all days after it. You will be able to do it. Remember about it. And you are enough. Even when you do nothing. Because if you got up, if you opened your eyes and got up from your bed, no, even more, if you just opened your eyes, this is already enough. You might not believe me, but yeah, I will not go deep into this explanation. I hope that you understand me here. And those were all messages for you, my dear group number 2 for today. And I want to ask you for help. Please write down in comments what resonated in you here. And of course, like this video and subscribe through my channel if you still didn't do it. And this is my cry for help, just because only your personal actions could help my channel to grow. And I will be extremely grateful for absolutely every action that you do in this on this channel. And also, I accept requests, so you can write them down in comments, and I could make a video based on your request. And I'll see you next readings. Bye. Welcome, my dear group number 3. You decided to choose green color for today. And I want to kindly ask you, please, if something will resonate in you with this video, or overall you want to tell me something, please write it down in comment section. Absolutely every your comment and like help my channel to grow, and I'll be really, really thankful for any help from you. And before we begin, please close your eyes if it's possible for you, and let's do a quick meditation for our intention candle. Do a deep breath in with your nose and out through your mouth. One more time. And out. And the last time, please. And out. Now I want you to focus your mind on the desire or intention that would be connected to your heart, to the love, to something that is important for your heart chakra. Something that will help you to open your heart chakra maybe, Of course, if you don't have any idea, then just choose any desire that your heart wants, right? That you want to achieve, and focus your intention on it. And we will lit the intention candle to see how spirit responds on your intention. Beautiful. So right in the beginning, I saw big light here, and then it decreased in its size. And I'm continuing watching it carefully. Yes, and it was, for quite some time, it was pretty small, and after it started to grow again. So I see here the message from your spiritual team that first, your desire give you many energy, and maybe you were able to go towards it in a fast way, but then suddenly energy is decreased. Oh yes, and it's bigger and bigger and bigger. You see, but it was really slow. It slowly become bigger. So after this first wave of energy, it decreased pretty significantly, and it was a difficult time for you. Maybe you are in this difficult time right now, and maybe you are not so sure about the achievement of this desire. But to be honest, group number 3, your fire right now is the biggest out of all 3 groups. But it's important to remind you that it become bigger and bigger, much slower than in previous 2 group again. So here's the thing. If you are right now in this part of your journey where you are down in energy, don't give up. It's okay. You're doing everything right. Continue moving forward. Spirit literally telling you that your desire is destined for success. You will achieve what you want, but you might need to work on it a little more than maybe. And don't compare yourself to others. That's what I hear. This is so important. And the main card for this reading that I decided to choose is Solar Calm with Clarify. And as I remember, this is so interesting as usually, like the main message of this card is that the clarity, like this quiet situation that's happening in your life, gives you opportunities, and you need to follow those opportunities. Like, it's not a time to start a revolution. It's not a time to move forward in a fast pace. You see here how it connected to the message of your candle that we read in the beginning. Like maybe you are right now in this slowly moving phase, and this is okay. And I actually want to take the book from this oracle, because I remember there were really interesting words. So just appreciate the deep, energizing quiet of this time, as I said. Work for steady progress and play the long game. Listen to your muse and support the arts. Take a creative approach and work toward positive change within the systems that are now in place with gentle, steady pressure. Find like minds and grow those deep connections. Listen to the quieter voices that are not usually heard, whether this is the whispering voice of your intuition or the subtle voice of the introverts or underrepresented. In romantic relationships, hold hands and look for places of quiet refuge together. Build relationships now that will help you to manifest needed changes when the tide turns and the sun activates. Meditation helps, and it's not the time to push ahead or spark a change. Beautiful. And with this green color of the heart chakra that you also decided to choose, yeah, it's this energy of like quietly appreciate, enjoy what's happening right now. When your sun will activate itself, energies would be maybe even overwhelming a little. So what's happening right now is a really, really good time for you to recharge yourself, and like enjoy your life before you achieved your goals, because after you achieve them, it will be already different, you know, kind of absolutely every moment in your life is the last that moment, kind of it will not repeat itself, something like this I hear here. And for the tarot deck that we're going to use today, we have the White Newman deck, and your cards are Eight of Cups, the Chariot, Queen of Wands that decided to show itself in every reading for today, the Devil. So your movement forward right now is associated with conscious moving away from some situation that gave you a lot of emotions previously. However, it was not the best situation for you. With the, like, it could be that it was some person in your life who fired you up, who literally was the main temptation in your current situation, in your current stage of your path. Or it could be your, I hear the word obsession right now. It doesn't matter, was it obsession of the person or any other obsession? Remember that this obsession and what was happening, it gave you not only pleasure, but it also gave you waves of anxiety and waves of fear and like fog in your brain. I feel it, and I even see this fog around the Devil. Three of Wands, Seven of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and Five of Cups. So as I said, this situation and this obsession that took all over your mind and heart forced you to focus on negative side of your life. And the more you're pushing forward, the more you harm yourself. Here, I see it. It is not only like your spiritual team literally telling me that you not only need to walk away with this Eight of Cups from some situation, but also you need to reevaluate and reconsider maybe your personal goals even in your life. Like, what do you really want? Do you really want to chase some situation, or you want to be someone who will receive? Interesting that we have this Ace of Pentacles. Like, maybe you were really obsessed, as I said, with the beginning of relationship with this Queen of Wands energy. Or because of our Ace of Pentacles, you could be obsessed with this prize. I hear it. You really wanted to receive something. As I said, it doesn't really matter relationships or material part. But it is important to mention that if it were relationships, you were obsessed with the material part of those relationships, exactly like, I want their body, I want their touch, I want their hug, I want their kiss, I want their, like, then you don't really thought about what they want, maybe on a deeper level. But, and again, as I say, forcing this situation only harmed you here. And Spirit tells me that this is a huge lesson on the pace of life, where you should be calm, right? And careful, and where you should move forward with like all your force. And right now it's not exactly in this situation. It was not the time to move forward with all your force. 8 of Wands. Interesting. Just as I said, move with all your force, right? The Hanged Man. Usually 8 of Wands is about it. Knight of Pentacles. The Fool. 6 of Pentacles. The Star. Page of Swords. And 6 of Swords. So, my dear group number 3, let's see what we have here. Your spiritual team telling you that, first of all, that's okay, and new situation is not so far away from you. If you're tired from what's happening here now, it's okay. New step, new path is already near. And again, Spirit's telling me that you will be able to follow this path. You will be able to trust your full energy, energy of the leap of faith, right? And you will be able to move swiftly out of any conflict that you're experiencing right now. To be able to do it, you will need to reevaluate your understanding of help for others and for yourself. Maybe you have too much on your mind about others, like you want to help them and you forget to help, first of all, to yourself. This is really important. Just, of course, the Hanged Man and the Star will tell us about this shift in perspective, but also, again, sometimes the Hanged Man can have this message of stay true to yourself. And with the Star, that usually represents hope, it could be that your desires matter. If you want good work, for example, or good relationships, and you have this perspective on how they should work, stick with it. It's okay. You will be able to find or to shape relationships or work, right? Like you will be able to shape your situation in the best way for your soul. However, sometimes when you cannot shape situation and you see it, it's time to let go and it's time to move towards the next situation. But again, your spiritual team literally telling me that don't be discouraged, and remember that the main thing that you should do is to continue trying and continue moving forward and to continue staying true to your principles, to your inner truth. Even with this Knight of Pentacles and Page of Swords, I see here this energy of a person who don't stop moving towards their dream, and they are ready to dive into the situation and to ask questions, to learn more, and even to defend their position, to use their sword. However, I see here that you are not so experienced in it, exactly because we have Page of Swords, right? For example, not King of Swords. And it's okay. All pages start from something, and you need to trust that if you continue trying to shape and to search maybe and to change yourself and the situation based on the needs and values of your heart and of your soul, you will be able to evaluate it, for example, and you will be able to use your sword as a metaphor for your mind and your words more carefully, for example, and more precise. I want to clarify, to be honest, this 8 of Wands, because I don't have clear or any message about this 8 of Wands, to be honest. Queen of Cups and the Hierophant. And 2 of Cups. Your work, okay. Mm, mm. The suggestion of your spiritual team about your re-evaluation of the idea of help to yourself and to others will work towards your ability to build strong and full and committed relationships. And if you will be able right now to step into your power and to build more strict boundaries with people whom you love, energies will shift so swiftly, like this. You will literally, during the first week, you will feel how everything changed and how powerful you become. And what I mean by boundaries, I hear this important, like your spiritual team telling me to express it to you. Try to reevaluate right now, how much time do you spend on your people, like important people in your life? And try to ask yourself, do you really want to be with them every time when they, for example, ask you? Or even every time when you think about being with them? Because sometimes we can work out of our habit. And sometimes I feel that your soul needs this time in clarity, time in quietness, without your people around you. However, because you already created a habit of being with them, for example, every night you call to your person, to your friend or to your family member, or you meet them every night, something like this. So because of this habit, you might not understand the voice of your soul. But if you have those ideas in you, those intentions, those thoughts that something is off, to be honest, I'm not really sure that it's good. I'm really tired from the fact that they always feel negative. I'm really tired from the fact that they always suffer and I always need to help them, for example, something like this. If something makes you feel uncomfortable communicating with this person, there are two different paths. First, of course, you can express it straightforwardly, but sometimes you can limit your communication with this person, and that's okay. Sometimes it's not a big problem, to be honest. But this action of creation of those boundaries will really, really shift your energies inside you and around you. And it literally would be that extremely important step towards deep and honest relationships in your life. No matter with a new person or exactly with those people who you have right now in your life. Let's see what additional messages spiritual team has for you with those oracle cards. Spellcasting Oracle. And we have answers, blessings, and empowerment. So, yeah, both answers and your empowerment lay in your blessings that you already have in your life right now. Your resources are much bigger than you think, and maybe you cannot use them on full because you overspend them on something. You have enough right now to be able to build what you want to build. But again, if you continue spending your time and money, right, and energy on people or on actions that do not empower you, obviously you would think that it's not enough, like it's not enough time in the day, for example, or it's not enough money for you. It could be that you might think that it's not enough money just because you're not only overspend it on something, but because you do not use possibilities. You do not use chances to earn more money, for example, because your brain is overloaded with anxiety that is connected to maybe, for example, relationships here. It is interesting that we also have answers here, and I'm sure that you really want to have those answers. And with your main card and the screen color, I want to remind you that, of course, all answers are in you, obviously. But to be able to hear those answers, you have to become quiet. This was your main message, first message in this reading. So maybe this creation of boundaries here will allow you to step into this quiet mode that will help you. For example, maybe you would be interested, but I decided to, because I realized that I have some dependency in my best friend, with my best friend relationships, we decided to not communicate for 1 month straight. We talked through it straightforwardly, we expressed to each other our feelings, so it was not just like sudden abruption, no. But it really, I'm not sure about her, of course I'll ask her, but for me, this was first time in few years when I really focused only on myself and on nobody else. Oh my gosh, how good it is. Okay, so let's see what cute and supportive messages we have for you with this Therapet's huge deck. Please, Spirit, tell us what our group number 3 need to hear right now. Let's just deal with today. You can deal with tomorrow. Look at this, oh my God. I love it. You're doing well, keep going with Foxy, and you are doing enough. Interesting, it's going to be okay. There are different messages in this group, and for you, literally, it's just like, you're doing enough, you're doing well, keep going, it's okay. Stay calm if you can. However, on the other side, address your negative emotions if they are here. But I feel this energy of like rest, rejuvenation, and remember that the main message for you today was, if you are slowing down, it doesn't mean that you're not going forward. Yes, wow, this is the most important message for you here, my dear group number 3. And if something resonated in you, I would be extremely glad and happy to hear it from you in the comment section. I answer every comment right now, and please communicate with me. You also can left any request in the comment section for next readings. And maybe someone just knocked my door and I literally felt so scared. What I was trying to tell you, oh my God. Yeah, be cool, stay calm, help my channel if you like it, and I'll see you next videos. Bye.